Local and regional meteorologists and climatologists convened at the Bay Gardens Hotel on November 28th for the 2024-2025 Dry Season Climate Outlook Forum, Caricof. The forum aimed to craft targeted climate services for the Caribbean, addressing the urgent need for adaptation to climate variability and change.
So 2023 was a record year for temperatures. And word is that 2024 up until November is challenging 2023 to be the new record. Were we prepared despite being warned? Then we face the real wet and hurricane season. I think some people in the region were saying by the end of, but even by mid-November, what extreme hurricane season. I mean, some people were lucky to escape Beryl. Some of us weren't. But certainly if you ask persons in the western portions of the Caribbean in particular, including Florida, they don't share your voice at all. For them, it was a horrible season.
Adrian Trotman, Chief of Applied Meteorology and Climatology at the Caribbean Institute for Meteorology and Hydrology, highlighted the alarming rise in extreme weather patterns across the Caribbean. He emphasized the forum's critical role in advancing disaster risk reduction amid increasing heat waves, tropical cyclones, floods, and landslides.
And I had to say to them, when I look at many of the videos from across the region, I've never seen so many cars being washed down streets of rivers in the Caribbean as I have seen in 2024.
The biannual event is hosted in collaboration with key institutions, including the Columbia Climate School's International Research Institute for Climate and Society at Columbia University. It also receives support from the EU-funded Intra-ACP Climate Services and Related Applications CLIMSA Caribbean Program.
Why twice per year? Just ahead of the wet and hurricane season, and like this occasion, ahead of the next dry season, which is not seeming to be on the brink after seeing the amount of rain this morning. But these seasons offer two totally different challenges to the region. You can imagine that when we say wet hurricane season, or should I say wet and hurricane season, the hurricane tend to stand out. But if you ask some people in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago, in recent times, doesn't have to be a hurricane to be horrific.
Discussions at Caricof also centered on water management, agriculture, and food security, highlighting the dry season's significant impact on water resources and agricultural productivity. Solange Alfred, HTS News Force.